Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, adventurers, to another week of what is colloquially known as the Hero's Guide to Asgartha Rapid Fire Season 1. This is week 9. I am your host, Nick. I am joined by my ever present and ever pervasive co host, Chili. And
How's it going?
we are very excited to continue doing this. Um, the tournament is just getting started. Step 1, the first round has already been calculated. The tables are up and paired. It looks like there are no. We had somebody join last second. We have 26 people, 13 tables. We have a lot of people who've come back from previous rounds. We have a lot of people who are new. I wouldn't say a lot of people who are new. Maybe like one or two people who are new. But without anything to. Oh, what the heck? Oh, never mind. I know what's going on. We're all good. So, without anything further to say, we're just going to go straight ahead into the games. So, let's reload the page. Let's see what we got going on. How you doing, Chili?
Doing okay. I cannot complain. Like life is good. The girls are not sick this week, so that is awesome.
Nice.
A lot of announcements have come out over the last little while for Altered, so that's always fun to see.
Yeah.
But which table do you want to join me on? Which one shall we go and join?
We're going to join El Wiwi's because
Oh,
I
okay.
want to see what El Wiwi's been up to lately. Oh, come
Well,
on.
you know it's going to be Fen, right? It has to be Fen. So we're going to have Fen against Overlost, who's a great Ghoul player as well. So let's see if those are the two decks that we will expect to do here. And it is exactly what we thought
Yeah.
coming out. Nice. First
And
first move there by Gulrang, getting the Conjuring Seal straight away. That's basically what they want, is that card draw mechanic on day one. And unfortunately for Fen, they were not able to take advantage of Wee to get the double advance.
yep.
This will be a little bit hard for a Wee purely because Overloss has so much card draw in their ability of getting strong performance and a lot of stuff that just gives you a whole bunch of recruits out. And
Yep.
I'll say it's
This
a little
is
bit tough
Are
that they're
you
getting
kidding me? This is like the
the
ideal
best.
setup for Golrang. Turn one,
Yeah, it
Conjuring
is.
Seal. Turn two, Messick Tet.
Yeah, and we're
Oh,
seeing
and there we
Messick Ted
go.
get completely removed. So this is this is a really good question though. If you're playing Gorang, was when is the right time to play Messick Ted? I always say bring it out anyway,
Immediately.
because it forces them to basically get rid of it if they have removal. But on the other side is, can you force them to hold off and then they get rid of a few and then you bring out your three Messick Tets in a row, day after day after day, late in the game? So it's just trying to find that, because for Fen, the longer the game delays, if you're able to keep them low to their cards, low in terms of their hand, you are much better off because they can only play with what's on their reserve and they don't have a choice but to just draw the single card. But Elwiwi is absolute legend at this game, and of course he's using his patented style of play, bringing out a Marley to remove everything in reserve and get three cards into hand.
Yeah, Rare Molly is so good. Um, I will say though, I do have to bring this out, is that starting with season 4, I will no
Mm-hmm.
longer be playing Ortis. If everybody's been listening and keeping up to the episodes, I will no longer be maining Ortis. Ortis has betrayed me enough. I am I'm still gonna be like Ordis, if that's what we're gonna call it, but I will be now playing Lyra and Bravos. So the fun part is that my wife is also planning on building a deck and playing now.
Hold on. She's going to join us. She's going to be there on Saturdays with us.
I don't know yet. That part has yet to be
Okay. Well,
determined.
what'd be crazy is like she comes and joins us and just absolutely hammers you.
Well, so here's the fun
Um,
part is that she really wants to build an Aurak deck. So
oh,
I have
really? I'll
I have
help her
been
build one. I
studying the
love Aurak.
ways of Aurak and some
Oh,
of the
okay.
uniques that
No,
we've
it's
picked
better
out for
better if you
her.
try it.
Let me tell you,
Okay.
man. So
Nice.
looking, I've been doing a lot of studying on the Lyra cards, which is why I'm kind of excited to see how we play this, because I'm trying to see like good, like, because Amali is probably the biggest card you want to be playing in Aurak if you're playing cards like that, right? Maybe like Hydrocina, maybe like one Kaibara, or like, one
No,
set of like Kaibaras and stuff. It's really hard to get the formula right.
it's let's see if we can see one. I normally wouldn't play Amali in Aurak purely because he doesn't have a zero stat to give you the
Exactly.
additional benefits. Um, but the fact that you can get two cards to draw from playing five, so you play five for 5/5/5, and you get to draw two cards, it could be really useful.
Well, this is the rare
And we are
version.
seeing,
So you get to draw as many cards as were in reserve.
yeah,
Or
but
any
normally
number
with
of
Aurak,
cards,
you'll
yeah.
only have two cards. Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
only usually have two cards in reserve. You don't normally have more than that unless you're Fen. Unless you play a lot of spells. Aurak doesn't traditionally play spells. But one of the things you'll see here with the way Elwiwi plays is he's happy to just go one for one, slowly getting the wins,
Mm-hmm.
grinding it out, because then he's keeping a lot of the removal in his hand, a lot of chances to be able to bring things to his hand. He's doing the same thing that Gulrang is trying to do here with Overloss, in that I want to make my card as many cards in my hand as possible, because a lot of the resupplies they have discount factors as well. So looking into that as in what they do, wow. And we look at the reserve already. 4 cards in reserve purely because of the additional aloe vera impact. The
See,
hard part that they got is none of these cards discount, so they're
yeah.
not going to be able to play out as much and maybe not get the win. But it is a perfect placement for the Serengar for him with the forest stat right there. So, and he's got 2 of them where you can get that huge benefit. But we are basically at the stage of the game where Gulrang is going to trigger tomorrow, the next day, and we'll see how quickly Overloss is able to come back. And the second, actually, this is the third Messectet that's been played. One of them already
Yeah.
coming out. The question for Fen and Crowbar is how much removal do they have?
See,
We've already seen one of the removals go to their graveyard, or the cloth cocoon. If will they draw the other
ooh.
two? Otherwise, Gulrang is going to be strong. This is nice, unique coming out.
When you roll
Katagera
one or more
Mage Dancer.
dice, you may return a card from your reserve to
Return.
hand, and then roll a die, and then you may return on a 4+. See, this is where
Yeah,
this
so you can
gets
see here,
really
card
fun,
recursion is all he does. Mm-hmm.
right? Because looking, I mean, the bad news is that they're playing so quickly. So anytime that they make a change to the game state, it moves, it takes off the picture, and I'm trying to read the uniques. So I'm like, slow down a little bit. I need you guys. I know this is the rapid fire, but I need you guys to slow down just a little bit so I can read these dumb uniques. But it's really interesting because Fen has 9 cards in hand right now, and that's a lot of cards. That's
Yeah,
a
and
lot of
that's
cards.
that's the way a Weeby plays a very smart game. And while I'm gonna not go on the screen a little bit, so you may have to cater to the audience for a second. I'm going to be putting in the adventure pass information for the tournament, as well as a link to our video, so those that want to join us while they're playing can also do that. So I'll still chat with you, but I won't be seeing the screen for a few seconds.
Oh, it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. So basically, the what we're looking at right now, we just saw Overloss play a unique Silas 5/5 all. Whenever another character joins your expeditions, if you control 4 or more characters, draw a card. Wow, that's kind of
Mm-hmm.
crazy. And then you may sacrifice a character or permanent. If you do, I gain 1 boost per card in your hand. Has 4 boosts on it, so it is now a 5 all. Scouting in the Aegis Templar. Eesh, this, let me tell you what, this Goring is going to start popping off, man. But that being said,
I know
the amount of card
they
advantage.
are already able to.
You're looking at 11 all stats on the hero side, and, well, now 14, probably, depending. 14 on the companion side. Yep. Woof.
I know. I know. It can get
Oh,
insane.
sorry, no,
Now
10. My bad. I
there's
miscounted.
a new what would I call it? Poor Runefolk. Runefolk wanted to join. He thought he had actually registered, but he did not. So he messages saying that, oh,
Oh,
we,
maybe
we
we should
miss you,
get him in
Rune.
on a call then. Maybe we should have him commentating with us. That'd be really funny. Ah, see, this is kind of how I wish my Gold Ring deck worked, right? As
Yeah, but
smoothly as this
that's an
worked.
insane. It's a Silas though. That Silas is
Yeah,
fantastic.
that Silas is really good. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. And the fact that it's whenever a character joins your expeditions, if you control four or more, that's really not that hard to do. I mean, granted, that means you like it has to be four other because it doesn't say four characters, it is four others. So there's a little bit of work that you have to put into it, but genuinely with Messick Tets out, it's really not that hard.
No, not at all. Really isn't. Once you're able to do that, and the amount of cards that they have, like already, like both players, 8 and 10. But even though this is the part that's going to be very difficult for Overloss to overcome, is the fact that you can flood your reserve, and then they can play an Anansi that will basically overcome everything you're doing as a Gulrang player, so they can advance on one side. The amount of boost that's going to get is insane, and we're going to see this Silas come out again. You may sacrifice a card, and again, one boost
Wow.
per card in your hand. Absolutely, just absolute ludicrous. Now they chose to sacrifice the Mesektet over a character. Now that I don't know why you would do that.
I have an idea. I have an idea on why you would do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're looking at it right now, there are three regions on a wee side, and there are four on Overloss. Here's the fun part about Gullrang, and I know this very intimately, is that if you can play Gullrang and do some double advancing, if you can stay 1 to 2 regions ahead, all you have to do is flood one side pretty regularly
Mm-hmm.
and you can win. So I think that's what he's going for right here. I think the exact thing that he's going for is he's trying to get a couple of double advances off the move. Then he's going to be 3 advances, whereas Overloss is or Elwiwi's going to need 4. So if he can
Yeah,
stall to get 2 advances here, if he can get a double advance here, then I think you
yeah.
might just
I'm
see
still
him flood
surprised though.
one
Like,
side.
yeah, I don't know if it was a misclick though. You sacrificed a Mesektet that will give you 2/2/2 in value every on each side.
Well, because here's the thing. Then
And
the
just
only
on
thing that
that,
he needs to do is he just needs to start flooding the side that's behind.
yeah, and then you will already be winning. Now
Mm-hmm.
we're seeing another unique come out from
It's the same
an
as
Esmeralda
Esmeralda.
come
Yeah,
out
the
from
earlier one.
Elwiwi.
He returned it from
Oh,
reserve
just
to
brought it
hand.
back in.
Mm-hmm.
Of course he did. This is Fen, your favorite player, your favorite character.
Stupidest card on the
I'm
planet.
surprised you. Yeah, there's some interesting cards that are coming
Oh,
out. A lot more
there's some really good
invasive
stuff.
per se in terms of how they interact with the board. This game's going to get more complicated. We'll see what cards shine. The one that you actually got to reveal is actually really really strong. Oh,
Hypothermia.
hypothermia. Yeah. Look at that. It's just such
Ooh,
an
that's
easy thing to
such a
sleep
smart
because
move.
they're already winning that side. They're absolutely winning that side already, but they may not. So this is where El Wiwi can discount his cards. So he has a Martingale that he can discount. Yep, and
That's what
that's
he's
exactly
doing.
what he's going to do with the one resource to get something to be able to progress on the companion side and may be able to
I
to
don't
to
know,
get
maybe.
ahead on that. And yes, you're seeing
There
that.
you
So he's
go.
not double progress, unfortunately, but be able to draw.
Yeah, so this just got a lot more difficult for Overloss.
Yeah, because they weren't able to get the double advance.
Yeah, because tying is
But the
not
double
what you want to
advance.
do.
Hmm. And let's see what ends up
Hmm.
happening here. So interesting play, and the cool thing is like you're going to return by
Ooh.
basically the Ouroboros Incaster return even more cards to hand. And Wiwi now has 8 in his hand, which is absolute insanity.
Yeah, 13 to 10 is kind of nuts.
Yeah, but then the other thing that you're looking at
Oh, and he
is
gets a resupply
so
off the aloe
much.
vera too.
Yes, he does. So there's going to be 2 cards that are going to come into the resupply, and Nancy being a fantastic card that they want to use. And Martingale, you may
Ooh.
put a card from your hand in reserve if you do. So basically, a Martingale with the Anansi effect, with each card in each player's reserve. So The more that gets flooded, the better it is. And a Snoozer Shroom unique has come out that basically sabotages. If you
That's not
control 3 or more
bad.
characters, you can sabotage, getting rid of Elwiwi. Anansi, though I don't know if they wanted to get rid of the Anansi or the Martingale, because the Martingale gives you the same benefit as the Anansi, actually a little bit better, because you can put one more card into reserve. So
This is gonna be
interesting,
interesting. Yeah.
interesting way. Oh, Duel of Grit is going to get rid of the
Eesh.
shroom, and that reason why you get rid of the shroom over the Silas is the shroom was going to give you even more tokens out, and you just did not want
Yeah.
that to stay around.
Here, let's read this snoozer shroom real quick. So 3 from hand, 3 from reserve, 2/3/2 stats. When another non-token character joins your expeditions, if your hero expedition is behind, create an Ortis recruit in target expedition. That's pretty good. But the problem
Hmm.
is that it has to be non-token. Which is
Absolutely, and that's the thing that Gulrang doesn't have that much. Most of the characters would be tokens, and I would the way that I play Gulrang, and you've seen me play it a little bit, is I try to play as much token only, with nothing else. If you can avoid, because the spells like that is one of the best spells, is going for the conscription. Though I would prefer using the rare over the common. Um, Overloss has chosen to use the common in their build.
Yeah, I think I use the common too. Only because and
Mm,
we've talked about this before, and it will never not be true, is that Goring is one of the most rare hungry decks out there.
yeah,
I
I
feel like any
completely.
Lara deck is too, because with Lyra there are definitely a lot of options that you can put into most of your Lyra decks. So I feel like the hardest part is
There is.
figuring
There's
out the right combination of rares.
interesting that they're playing the rallying call, so that means they probably have another hypothermia. So hypothermia in hand to make the um,
Oh my
Silas get
gosh.
sleep again.
This
That's
is
what I'm thinking is going to happen, but I could be wrong. This is insane. The amount of they basically have both have their whole decks, and from a Gulram perspective, they already have it. And I did call it hypothermia, making the Silas be able to fall asleep. And just note on that one, when another character you control joins your expedition, you get to draw a card, which is why they only have one card in reserve. And in terms of they've got plenty in their discard. And one thing that will be coming back is another Messectet potential.
Oh
And we are seeing
no.
the Cloth Dance is going to come out, get rid of the Silas. But it has the potential of coming back pretty quickly, or are they going to get rid of the Messectet?
Oh, you know
If
it's
they
gonna be
get rid of the
you know it's
Silas,
gonna be the Silas. And here's the
yeah,
thing:
it
he
has
now
to.
has
But
3 discount cards in reserve, so you're about to see something come out that's probably gonna be real annoying here. Ooh.
oh, absolutely. And Monolith Legates
Here's
to
the thing, though.
basically get rid.
Yep, that's one. Is he gonna go for 2? He might just do it just to play
I'm
the other.
surprised that.
Let's see. Oh, Magping Hoarder.
So not getting the progression, aiming to not get any progression, so he does not get what would I call it, removed per se, so that
Mm-hmm.
there's no sabotage. Now playing another card in hand, I think he's going for the one for one, not afraid of getting a card sabotaged. Let's see
Yep.
what else is going to come out, and really trying to keep in contact with Overloss's game plan. Um, Off you go, going
Oh,
to get rid of the Monolith Legate. No issues with things that are in reserve right now.
I'm not gonna
So
lie
much
though.
interaction available for Fen.
Ugh, this is the
What are you
worst.
thinking?
This is not looking fun. A tie against El Wiwi is not where Goring wants to be.
Yes, but on the other side, like if you look at it from a card perspective, both players have 9 cards in hand, right?
That's
That both
true.
have plenty. And on the and then but from Overloss's side, he's already cycled through his deck. He knows that a new Messick Teddy is going to come shortly. So even if there is another removal, he can bring one more out very
Here's the thing. He
cheaply.
has chances to get both of them back.
Yes, he does. I think he will. Like within 2 days, he's more than likely going to get it. But we'll see. And Hathor being played for its ability to return a card in hand, magical training coming out. So he's really searching for something. Playing out the magical training again to draw one more card.
I think he's using it to just put
Both of these
cards into
players,
reserve. Like,
yeah, to cycle for the benefit of just it's an after you with a
yeah,
draw,
cycle, yeah.
and that's not bad at all.
So it makes
And
you
then on the other side,
wonder.
we are slow playing on both sides. Both players are really cautious with how to play this game. I don't know what was drawn, but if Mesektet was drawn, that would be another one to bring out. And we are going to cycle. Oh, I thought it was going to be the magical training, but it was not. Okay, looking for another
Maybe that's
draw
what he was cycling
potential
for.
from the Haven Serenga to draw everything in hand. Match Overloss's 10 cards in hand, 11 at the time.
Oh, see,
So,
this is when you want to be playing field reinforcements. This is ideal. Is playing field
yeah,
reinforcements when you're tied is probably the best thing you could do.
yeah, and what the other thing you're looking at here is if you're Gulrang here, you're really playing out these cards, so then you can play your what's it called? The one that gives you one token for every card in reserve. Um, we talked about it a little bit earlier, and I forgot the name of it. So
Sorry, what were we talking about?
in so the Gulrang player is flooding the reserve, so then they can later play their own special card that gives you
Conscription.
inscription. Sorry,
Yeah.
conscription. So you're just flooding your own reserve, going to play conscription. Interesting to see. I don't know
Oh
what is
my
going to happen here, but
god.
Wee is going to be in a bit of trouble if he gets 2 and 0'd.
I'm sorry. Seeing 3 mobile armories on the same side
Yeah, same side.
is not
Well,
fun.
at this stage, it doesn't matter from a
You're
perspective
right.
of because like he's already at 8. It does the defender doesn't matter, and he only plays the common anyway, which is just to create the Ordis recruit. It just
Exactly.
comes to show that he has not progressed on the right hand side, on the companion side, for a fairly long time. We are seeing
Ooh.
another unique come out.
What do we
Create
got?
an Ordis. That's only when another non-token character joins your expedition. You may put a card from your hand in reserve. If you do, create 2 Ordis recruit soldier tokens in my expedition. Jeez Louise.
Whoa.
This is going to be a double advance for sure
Yep.
once you start
Okay.
playing
I knew it.
characters. Yeah.
Watch. This is exactly the combo you're gonna see. You're gonna see a 2 cost come out. You're gonna see something go to reserve, and you're gonna see another conscription come out.
If you do, that'd be amazing. Because he now has 5 cards in reserve.
Wow.
Sheesh. And this is where, if you're a Fen player, you're like, I should have played the festival deck. Right? Twinkle, twinkle.
Ooh, what's he
He's
gonna
going to
sleep?
sleep his own card. Yeah, his own one. He knows
Yeah.
he can't overcome this. But now Mesektet is invalid
I'm
for
not.
them, which is good.
Oh, rallying cry.
Yeah, so you're playing rallying call to make the aloe vera lose its sleep,
Call. Why do I want to
but
call rallying
but the cool
cry? I have no idea.
it's okay. But what they can do is they can play out the sleep again. Yeah. So why would you not?
That's pretty good. Watch, he's just gonna do it again.
Well, not necessarily do it again. It's a question of you can discount to play the 2 twinkle twinkles, but to see if you want to play a third one and make your category and mage dancer become free. If you got they're not choosing to do that, what are they going to do? Yeah, play the Sandman to make another one of their
Ooh.
characters sleep. This time it'd be the unique. So no,
No.
making one of their own. That's it. So they can actually go ahead. Very smartly played, our wee wee. Really not wanting to get behind it all, wanting to make sure that it is a 1-for-1 till the very end. But if we go into arena, my money is on Overloss purely because of Gulrang's ability of creating so many tokens. And also, if they have conscription in hand and Awiwi's playing his game, he's also wanting to have a lot of cards in his reserve that the conscription will be able to basically overcome because he can just use what they have in reserve rather than what he has in his reserve. It's one of the few cards that looks at both sides for a benefit. It's a really, really well designed card. A hard one if you're playing against it, though.
Yeah, this is gonna be really interesting. I think I know. I think I understand why Overloss decided. Yep, there's the Silas back. Good old Silas. How many?
And the
It's 8
Silas is going,
boosts.
yeah. 8 boosts, but there's going to be something that will take it away by the end of the day. The question was because whenever you may sacrifice, sorry, when another character joins your expedition, you can actually draw. If you control 4 or more cards, you can draw up. It's going to be very difficult for Gulrang to do much right now.
Ooh, teamwork training. This is going to be interesting. I don't know how this is going to go. Wiwi's been really good lately with.
Well, not just lately. He's absolutely fantastic
Always.
player.
Oh
no, we've gone out of time. And look at that. And Overloss won by 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
Oh, I am sorry, guys. I'm just going to say sorry about time, gents.
I didn't even catch that.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
Well, we were so enthralled in the game that we weren't able to see it. But ultimately, it's one of the disadvantages of playing this shorter version of the game under the rapid fire, which is 10 minutes each player. But I also feel it encourages people to actually a little bit not take as much time. I find the 15-minute game each player is a little bit too long, and sometimes you're waiting for people for a long time. This at least lets us. And from my end, I also want to make sure we can get these 3 games in before I've got to do family time and help Heather with dinner.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, that doesn't feel great, but
that was a fantastic.
That was a really but at the same time, though. But that was really, really good. I was really looking forward to that.
Look at that! Our good old friend Rinku is on the top table, but we can see a whole bunch of people here.
See, I'm so fascinated to know what Rinku's going to be playing.
So Rinku, let's go to Rinku. Let's watch him. So table 1, we are sticking to the top tables against Alma Xenoblue, which I have not met before. So looking forward to seeing a Brazilian player. Fantastic, obrigado. How do you say hello in Portuguese? Obrigado? I think you might be obrigado.
Obrigado is thank you.
Oh, is it thank you in Portuguese? Yeah, you're the linguist. How do you say hello in Portuguese?
Como está? Como você está? But that's more like how are you?
There you go. Almost very similar to Spanish.
I mean, hola.
So we are.
I think it's the same.
Hold on, Rinku going in for Basira, and one thing of note, Basira has become one of the more highly played players. Or not over. I don't know if it's overtaking characters. Sorry, I don't know if it's actually overtaking Kojo, but it has some strong results of late, and always has the ability of doing very, very well. And you can see right now with a card that Rinku said he would not use in Kojo and Buddha, he is using in here with the Tellurian Skater. So he does not like it in Kojo, but he's seeing the benefit of it in Basira. Now, what this does, it does delay Basira from using any landmarks because the Grems has been played until you get rid of that first Grems. But now knowing that the build that Alma does have is including of the Grems, you have to be very mindful of how much you actually invest in your landmarks, in your permanents, knowing that they can so easily be removed, especially once Traced is online, because you don't see it coming. You don't see it come from hand. And Rinku doing what he has advised the world not to do, he's doing there in that saying, I need play out. I'm going to stop you from playing 2 cards. The Rems won't be able to be played out. But normally you would not go for an Occlute on day 4 because all they will do is just play something out. But when you're playing against Traced, because they can win on, they'll win on the other side. But when you're playing against Traced, your goal is to stop or slow down the triggers. And what this has basically stopped Trace from doing is getting an additional trigger out on his hero power. So smartly played against natural convention of holding the Occlute till there's 2 cards in reserve, and you can play something else on top of it. But this is why he's representing the US in the Worlds, one of the best, for sure. Are you still there, Nick?
Oh, I'm still alive. I'm just.
Okay.
I think my mind.
I thought you were just letting me go with this.
Yeah, I was letting you.
You're giving me this monologue. So, really interesting.
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm still here.
So
I'm alive. I'm drinking my tea. Everybody, this is your what are we 30 minute? This is your 30 minute half minute. This is your half hour uh
halftime,
water break. Everybody
halftime
drink water.
refreshment. Yeah,
Is anybody watching?
absolutely.
Anybody in chat yet? I need to pull up chat. I actually can
Yeah.
do
So
that.
in the chat, so we've had Alex, Runefolk, and Keelon Guy comment on chat at the moment. Um, they're not too bad.
Let's
We'll see
see.
that as this
Where
grows. And you know what's crazy is like the US or the Americas part in terms of we've got a few players from the Americas area, both North and South and Central joining us. We always appreciate them. We are looking forward to this game growing so that more of these tournaments are filled with people from this side of the world. But we are also grateful for those that stay up incredibly late to join us for our rapid fire tournament as sponsored by Game Haven Sandy. So put in that plug in. So you can look at their website. It's I actually don't know their website, Nick. Do you know the website name for them?
it's your game haven.
Yourgamehaven.com. Have a look
Yes,
at things
sir.
locally here for the US. It'd be a bit difficult to get things over to Europe, though, I would assume.
Let's see. Where is chat? Where are you, chat? Trying to see if I can find it. Excuse me while I
I,
rummage
what are you
around.
trying to find?
Oh, I'm just trying to see if I can find chat. Like there's a function in OBS where you can pull up chat.
There is one. I don't know how to find that either, which is why I am a novice at this. But we are seeing Trace Beyond Three Triggers coming up to day 4, which is very low. We've been able to see Rinku really take control of the pace in the way that they want. Uh, you never want parity, so right now they're one track ahead, but they don't have anything in store, and we're seeing the Grems just stay there as a basic deterrent for any landmark that gets played. It's a strategy that I'm interested to see if it even pays off. It may pay off absolutely for our player, but it does mean he's clogging up a reserve with a card that's not being used.
No, definitely. And it's one of the things that I've been really interested about Rinku playing is he trying to practice his hands for decks that he's going to be taking to Worlds, or do you think he's trying to play a little how should we say, a little devious? Do you think he's trying to throw people off the
Well,
scent by playing decks that he's not going to play?
you know what? I don't know. That doesn't feel like Rinku from our discussions with him.
You're right, it doesn't.
But at the same time, if I'm being if I was preparing for Worlds, and I'll just say how I prepared for Flesh and Blood tournaments, is I would want to make sure not only did I know my lines, but I needed to learn how the other heroes would play. And I do believe that Basira is one of the heroes that will be played by others, even if Rinku doesn't, and he needs to understand those lines from their perspective, not just his perspective as an opponent. To see how they are going to interact. Remember, because at Worlds, you're going to be playing with 3 different heroes. So therefore, you have matchup dependencies or matchup strengths and weaknesses against multiple different players you're going to have to consider. And I do believe Basira would be among the top 5 decks. Actually, what's interesting, and this will be cool for people to know, is that tomorrow Nick and I are actually going to be recording our own thoughts alongside a guy trying on where we feel the meta is, ranking each hero for season 3 end before the introduction of 6 new heroes that are going to be joining us, or six new. What's the right word for it? When a hero is merged with their companion, they're called
Exalts.
ultras,
Or all
exalts.
no.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's
Yep,
exalts.
exalts. You might, whichever way, they both sound great. And we finally get the use of the Grems really choosing not to be far behind, and so that they can get at least a single advance and stop Basira. And once again, we are going to be back on even terms. And we're going to get a 2-for-1 happening by the use of the Keelon cylinder. Very well played by Alma, waiting to the very last minute. And I think that is one of the strengths of the Keelon cylinder, that when it does get played from Axiom, in that you get to, first of all, you get to target a character after the fact, whereas when you play that from Bravos, you must have the card, it's beforehand. So you cannot play late in Bravos.
It's really interesting
But
too
on the other side, if
seeing.
you, yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say it's really interesting seeing how much Rinku just loves Isenboshi.
Oh, he loves this Imboshi. And there's a new card that's coming out it's a I believe it's a one cost 003, or is it a two cost 003 or 004, which is like it's the tortoise, I think it is. The new tortoise that's coming out.
Oh,
And
dude.
not sure if you
Okay.
saw it, but
No, no, no.
did you
Wait, wait,
see
no, no, no,
Mark Mark
wait.
okay.
We got to remember that most people. I don't know if people here have been in the spoilers or in the set reveal stuff, but oh
Oh,
my
okay.
gosh, there are so many good cards coming out this season. I'm so excited to start playing
That
Nadir, man.
Nadir is going to be really I think they'll be a very fun hero. Um but only a fun hero if you're happy to play cards uh with zero stats somewhere or a lower stat elsewhere. Because
Yeah,
your whole gameplay is going to be about finding the right matchup so that you can balance it out.
correct.
And we're seeing red get played out by Rinku. The four, and he's just using the common. So okay. Isunboshi will come out and give a boost eventually. I don't usually see Isunboshi get played out from reserve for its single cost, as they actually give much better benefit from being played out as a reserve to give another card a boost.
Well, I don't know. His companion side is only in water
That is true. That is very true.
because now we have to actually start paying attention to that. Now, here's
Yeah,
my
and
question though. Right? You ready for this? So you notice
mm-hmm.
how they're both off of the starting card or like the starting region, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that means that those regions are no longer visible.
No, they are visible. So,
So they are still
but
visible.
just they are visible. But just remember, you're talking about from an Nadir and Bubbles perspective, where you can put something into a region and basically change it. You can change the first day one because that is still a region. Um,
Right. My
if
question though is that
if you
once you
wanted to.
move off of it, so kind of like here, how you see both characters have moved off of each
Yep.
card, how it's kind
Yeah.
of grayed out.
Yeah,
That's
it's
my
still
question.
visible. So
Okay.
what they mean by visible is like assume no one had gotten onto the middle track. That is flipped around. That's not visible.
Okay.
It's only when it's flipped around and not showing a terrain. If you've gone past it, it's still considered visible. At least that's my impression of what has been shared. So very good call though. Now let's see what ends up happening here. Are we going to see um, Alma end up using the hooked so that it becomes a 1-for-1? Or are we going to, just because they do need the card draw, or are they going to try something different? I think that makes the most sense is to play out hooked, but we also don't know what Rinku has in store in his hands. You know, he may have a Tolarian skater, which may be able to allow them to win regardless. So if you play Tolarian skater, but Alma still has the ability of using their Haven and using their Keylon cylinder to add additional 2 boosts on whatever gets played. Oh, nicely played. Getting out the
Ooh.
Ozma. Getting a draw because 2 cards have got a boost. Really lovely. I love seeing Ozma. I do miss it in Ordis. Ozma was so strong for us in Ordis when you could get the card draw. Not as easy to play now when you only get the resupply.
Makes me wonder what he's going to augment. Okay, yeah, there you go. And then I believe he can
And we are
still use his Keelan cylinder, right?
correct. So
Yeah.
it really is forcing Rinku to play out another card from hand, which means he's going to have to overexert his resupply if he wants to win. Looks like he is going to do it.
Ooh.
Nice. And give the additional Basira boost to his companion side. I assume that's what he's going to do. We're going to find out in a second. And by doing that, it means the element of getting the single boost by the Keylon cylinder will not be enough for them to be able to win. What it will allow them to do, though, is to ensure that it's not a double progression from Rinku. So just waiting to see Rinku. I do believe he should be playing it on the companions, on the hero side.
Oh yeah, I think he's gonna play it on the hero side too. But he might
Yeah.
really just wanna he might give it to the Blade Dancer, honestly.
Yes, he could choose the Blade Dancer. And that is actually,
Ooh,
you're right.
called
So if
it.
he do choosing the on the Blade Dancer, really forcing, he's going to get a 1-0. But what we're seeing here is, yeah, they're giving the extra one here. So it becomes a 1-1. But now you've got a 3/3 Blade Dancer in hand, able to be used. The question is, which ones do you keep? I do believe he's probably going to get rid of Ozma. Um, from when he does draw down. Both players been very economical in how they're playing, but also with very little cards in hand. You don't normally see Traced have as many cards in hand when we're already up to day 5. Um, sorry, day 6 now as we're beginning, and Basira really needing something in their hand because they're playing no landmarks to get additional boosts right now.
Yeah, I'm really interested to
I don't
see why he hasn't been playing Mess.
Mess is okay in Basira. It is stronger in Kojo because you're going to get the
Yes,
benefit of having um Buddha
Buddha.
give
Yeah.
you one of the triggers. Um, but you're right. We haven't seen anything, and part of it may be
Uh
so worried
oh.
about. Wow, I was gonna say so worried about the Grems coming out that you just don't want to play it. But on the other side, fantastic work with the Armored
Oh
Jammer.
no.
Oh boy. And now one of the issues we've got here is we are going to, so the good thing is we're going to get the double advance, sorry, the double boost, meaning the Ozma will be able to be played out and you're going to get your resupply, oh, your card draw. So that's the way that he's found card draw. It's not the most conventional way of doing it, but it has helped him here, especially as he's going to lose a card once because of the overflood in Alma's permanent landmark zone. So we're going to get a second armor jammer, which I think is getting a lot more play now. The armor jammer, and I love it.
Yeah, especially with Isari coming, I think you're gonna see a lot
Sheesh.
more.
Look at this. So you can play out your
Wow.
Anansi, get the huge boost, and then play out your Grems and get the double advance and potential, and will be getting the win because of it once he plays out the Grems and gets rid of one of his landmarks. Very smartly played. Wow. Good question. We've been asked on the chat if we've been playing the demo decks. Not yet. A plug to our friends over at AWOL that the demo deck tournament will go live tomorrow in terms of being able to sign up. So don't forget that. For us here in the States, it's tomorrow morning. Um, but I'm excited to be able to play it. They went live today. All right. Are we going to get the double advance? Looks like that is the case. We're going to see something come out. Good game. Once again, seeing Alma really take it to our US champion and get the victory. Brazil over the States. It reminds me of a good old football/soccer match. Um, and we will see that is GG's. Well done.
Ooh,
Wow.
wow. Trace is really coming up, man.
Oh, Trace is amazing nowadays. If the only way to beat Trace in my mind is you got to delay the triggers as much as possible. When I played against Stone in the final for our Tumult and won, that's the reason I won is I was able to stall him out where he just wasn't getting any benefits. But when I played Sigismar, it's a little bit stronger and easier to do than many other characters. And a lot of other heroes don't have as much interaction, but they are absolutely storming it right now. Absolutely storming it. And when we do our hero tiers, you will see me fight for putting Traced as the #1 hero of all. Just giving you a bit of a demo of where I believe we're going to be. So which who did you go to now? Which table is this one?
So right now we're at the table with Overloss again. Only
Okay, so we're looking at
because
Shroomf.
yeah, only because the game was at 29%, but I think we're about to go to time.
Oh man, Overloss going to a double overtime, and if they do end up winning to time, which they might, because Shroom is 1 minute over, that we're going to see them win again. And look at this insane stuff that Shroom has. He's playing a double Tech Lab unit, so he has a minimum of 4 cards in his reserve at any one time with a unique Anansi at play. Jeez
And the
Louise.
unique Daedalus on
Uh,
the field. Have you seen this Daedalus?
as a 6/10/10 Daedalus.
Target character other than me in play or in reserve, then roll a die. We both gain 1 boost, or it gains 1 boost. And then if you control 1 or more landmarks, I gain 1 boost per card into reserve. Otherwise, I gain 1 boost.
Yeah, so it's basically because he had lots of cards in reserve that's going there. Teamwork training coming out though. Is he going to get rid of the Daedalus? It looks like it is going to reserve. Ouch, that hurts. That hurts a lot.
I mean, he can just play it again. He's got 3 mana
They
for it.
could.
Let's see. I'm going to hit this transition button real quick.
Let's have a look as we're going
Let's
through. Just
see.
Awiwi's reaching out. Not sure. I loved his game. Like,
There we go.
so let's have a look. I think Overloss does have a very strong thing. I'm seeing so much more benefit of the hypothermia. If you have a unique that gives you benefits with the Wen ability, really, really strong. They know this deck. Overloss has played Gulrang basically since day dot and has stayed with him
Yeah.
even through the thick and thin. Unlike you, Nick, who decided to leave them,
Hey, hey, hey.
choosing
I took
openly, publicly
Goldring.
declaring
No,
your
no, 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 no. Don't even go there. I took Goldring to this. I took Goldring to the Tumult this season. I, ooh, trust me. I have, you know me. I have advocated for this Goldring deck for months. Months. I've been on the Goldring train.
yeah,
So don't
I
even,
know.
don't, how dare you?
Hey, but you're leaving them. So why are you leaving them? Let's explain to people why you're doing it.
I
Can
want
you
something
just look
new.
at this? Okay.
That's the main reason
Now,
why.
as I
Just want
said,
something new.
I no that's not a problem at all. Now, as I said to you, I want to try the Axiom Hero, and
Yeah, sorry.
that's who I'm going for the new set. This is I'm excited that there's something fresh coming in with Skybound Odyssey. Each one of us can try one of 6 new heroes, and all of them which could be viable. I'll say from a perspective, all of them could be fun, especially if we try these new styles. As I said, Izari is who I'm going for. I would love to try Soul for fun. And some new cards that are revealed are really, really strong in all these decks, really highlighting what they do. So as I said, I'm really excited to try out the other decks and seeing if they're any good. Now, Keelon guy is saying that Zen looks good to him. That's surprising. I think Zen can be strong. I haven't seen enough cards that flow that dynamic that really highlight what he's trying to do. But but you know what? He is one of the best deck builders we've got in the game. So if he's finding things that we don't know of, the only hope is that I don't want him to make this how would I call it? I hope he doesn't make Zen into a hostage deck because those are rough to watch. And look
Well,
at this, Watch Wolf 92. That's Rinku's other name from when he played the other card game. So
oh,
keeping his old
is he in
name
chat now?
online. Well, he's on the chat. Yeah, welcome to the cast. Unfortunate to see you lose that second game there, Rinku. But well played by a Brazilian player as well. Look at this. I'm surprised we have not gone to time yet on this game. Overloss may end up getting 2 wins, 2 time. Uh, but on the other side, Can you count how much is in reserve? There
One, two,
is
three, four, five,
ridiculous
six,
amounts of
seven, eight,
cards.
nine. There's 9 cards
Yeah,
in reserve right now.
9 cards in reserve. So an Anansi right now would be amazing
He's
to be
got
able
one
to
in
play
reserve
out.
too.
That's so. So true. We're just making fun of the team. It's nice to see a lot of the AQZ guys here that they love hostage. So the comment coming from Rinku is KLG just loves Auto so much that he wants both players to play as much as possible, and that's why he plays hostage. Love it, love it, love it. Um, the there is some amazing uniques that are coming out and being played. I hope that as we get the new set, some of these uniques that come out become, you know, more staples, because most of the uniques you still see are from set one, given in many people's minds there was such
Oh my
overstrength in
gosh.
those. Conscription coming out to be able to bring out seven, four, five,
No, it's 8.
eight, 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 and this is 8 for 16, 16, 16. Game over, unfortunately for Shroomf. We are, if we don't go to time, this will be an automatic win. Well played, Overloss. Really trying to make his
Holy
place to say, I'm
crap.
going to be playing in the last chance qualifier. And it did go to time, but
Yep.
Overloss had already won on time anyway. So congratulations um, to Overloss, who's won 2 OT games, being very quick playing Gulrang.
Wow, that
Um,
was crazy. All
Yeah,
right, let's
insane.
go to step 3.
This
Oh
is the
man, who
last
do
of
we want to go
our
see?
rapid fire tournament. You know,
Rinku.
is there a hero that you haven't seen? Like we like I wouldn't mind
Ooh.
table 4, we haven't had a chance. Table 7, we haven't seen those guys, Clem
Yeah,
or
I just went to
Sharkstar.
table 4 because I think these are 2 players that we haven't seen before. Whoops. Sorry, hold
Yeah,
on.
and we're just waiting for them to load into the game. They're just selecting their faction. Um, oh, Lindaway, love it. We got Lindaway against Fenn. I'm going to just send him good luck to both of you. You are on stream. Now, let's see. Excellent work. And just as a reminder, thanks to Gamehaven Sandy, every player that goes undefeated today will be able to receive a free promo pack. So,
Man, it is not letting me get into this game. Holy cow. Are they
you might
still
need
at.
to. No, it's just started. So it looks like they have just selected. You should
There
be
we
able to
go.
go in.
Now we're good.
Okay, perfect. And Lindaway playing out a unique straight away. And this is
Oh,
Hiroshi, who is joining us from the Philippines. Congratulations and welcome. I hope you are one of the best players. And we also have Potom Levenger from France with a Santa Claus image. Just if he was playing Muno, I'd completely get it. But a
and it's interesting
unique
too
that has a
because
benefit from reserve.
Potom just said that his phone's at 7%, so he might just disconnect entirely.
Oh, what's happened to 7%?
Oh no, so Potom just put a thing in the chat that his phone's at 7%.
Oh
So he
no.
might end up. Oh, that's not fun. That's painful. All right, let's see what we got going on. Okay, I didn't even see what this unique
Yes.
did. Um,
Yeah, so it's from a reserve ability. Oh, you're talking about the Flamel. The Flamel we played is when I leave the expedition zone, you may return a spell from reserve to your hand. Though it was used on day
okay.
1, which did not have a benefit. So let's see what we get this time around. But it does have the ability of giving another character anchored, which will be lovely to see if he's able to keep it in hand for the next day and re-anchor that aloe vera on the next day.
All right, everybody.
Surprised
As
that he chose
we're
that.
Oh no, hold on.
Mhm.
As we're coming up to the hour mark, this is your hydrate. Everybody drink something.
Oh, you get your drink some. I don't have anything with me, man. I wish I could.
You need some water on you, man. You need to be
Now,
hydrating.
so true. I've been drinking a lot today. None of the hard stuff though. And we are seeing another 1-for-1, and so far no more being created at all. Just no cards there for them to start sacrificing.
Ah, the poor
Now,
jellyfish.
little jellyfish. Now that was a hard announcement, but I also think we all saw it coming that there will never be a unique jellyfish legal in the game to be able to be played. unless they go to an eternal format and they allow one of each character or something like that at some point. But right now, not available. Now let's see if this jellyfish will be sacrificed at some point, noting that if it does get sacrificed, it is a card draw that comes from the rare one.
I mean, Lindaway's
And
on the first turn now, so I can imagine, something's about to
mhm.
get eaten.
Yeah, but the thing here is based on what they've
Oh,
got. So sacrifice a character to draw two cards. So Linda will Moore will get the two, but because they're on water, it doesn't give them any benefit. Like there's a potential that there's still going to be a 2-0 loss here by Hiroshi. Not sure what else we've got in hand. The other thing we can see here, so we're playing out the Hathor, basically believing that they're not going to get. Oh, looks like
ooh,
nice work. That's a good way of getting rid of it. Getting rid of the aloe vera, very nicely played that the flamel was not used earlier to anchor anything. Otherwise, it would have been a wasted chance with the aloe vera being removed with an anchor, but it did not happen. We are getting the Magpeng Hoarder, though, become anchored as the final activity for the day.
that's a big boy. That's a big Magping hoarder.
Hmm.
That was really good. I was not expecting that.
Oh,
That was
no.
actually really good.
Yeah, very smartly played. And we missed Yakes. Yakes was signed up, but he didn't manage to make it on time. We missed him. Hopefully, that we'll have him next week.
Yeah,
So,
that's the good
and
news is that this tournament
appreciate.
happens every Thursday at 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Chili and I sometimes come together and we have fun. Other times it's one or the other. So you get one of
Yeah.
your two dads most of the time. So,
Although next week I will not be able to join as our family is going on vacation down south a little
oh,
bit. We're
going to
going
St.
to an
George.
area that has no, like Fish Lake is what the area is called. There is no reception. I mean, like I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm so addicted to my phone, Nick, that I'm just going to be shivering for
No, you
four
just got to take a
days
Switch or something.
of like no. Well, yes, I guess I could. I do have two Switches now, thanks to my good friend Ben May, who gave a Switch to my little girls. He bought a Switch too and gave the other one to my little girl. So that's really nice.
There you go.
So now we've got two to play, one for me and one for them, but it's never going to be that. Once you have the kiddos, Nick, you'll notice that everything that's yours is not yours. And your whole time will mostly be dedicated to things that they need and want. We are seeing a unique little
Ooh.
mouse get played 3-3 for 4-4-0. At dusk, you may return a spell from your reserve to your hand, and when played from reserve, you can sabotage. And if you discard a card, their owner exhausted resupplies.
You know,
Interesting.
I think we might just see that cloth cocoon come back into hand.
Oh, absolutely. No,
Like, call me
it's a question.
crazy.
I'd prefer, yeah, but
Oh.
I'd prefer the card draw, and he did bring the card draw. Card draw is much stronger because you can bring the cloth cocoon back with one of the Hathors if they choose to keep the Hathor in hand. He may discard both Hathors. No, getting rid of one Hathor and one cloth cocoon. Basically, what they're going to do is this is me viewing what if I was Potem Levenure, I would play out the card draw, Hathor it back, and play out the card draw
Mm-hmm.
again.
Mm-hmm. I did not see the
That's just
Hathor.
yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's nice. Duel
Oh.
of Grit.
Hi.
Jeez. Now, Duel of Grit is getting a lot more gameplay in Lyra. It's just such a strong card.
That's
Now, especially when you play like if they end up deciding to bring out the more, you know, this is where it gets a little bit difficult because the more would be targeted for getting any kind of benefit at all, given you don't even have to have a card out to get rid of more because it costs 0. Um, Now, on the other side here, if we can see an Anansi being played and it's going to get 4 boosts. So there's so much available to a Fen player when they start building up that reserve. We're seeing a unique get played. Izmir
ooh.
Moth Breeder. When played from hand, you may put a card from your hand in reserve. If it's a spell, create a 2/2/2. So very similar to what you'd normally have, but what it does allow you to do
Oh.
is you're able to. Oh, I see. So he's preparing himself for an Anansi.
They both have two nukes just on the field.
Oh, this
Dula
is
Grit and
hilarious. I
Boom.
love it.
Wow, they're just staring each other down. Okay, this is I want everybody to know that I'm quoting this. Have you seen the movie Shanghai Noon with
I
Owen
love it.
Wilson and Jackie Chan?
Yeah, yeah,
Looks like we got ourselves a Mexican standoff. Only we ain't
yeah.
got no
Hold on.
Mexicans.
I was gonna say, is that a term that's allowed anymore in the US? I know we're so into just being careful not to offend anyone,
I know.
even if there's
That's
no
why I said like I
offense
want everybody
intended.
to know that I'm quoting a movie.
Oh,
I'm making
okay.
a joke for legal reasons. This is a joke. But that's what the Boom and the Duel of Grit and Reserve just made me think of, just because they were both just like, all right, who's gonna go first?
Okay. So I'm making a little joke on the side here as well with Keelan Guy saying he needs to join the tournament in the coming weeks because I want to cast one of the best players in the game. Wow, it really is tit for tat because Off You Go has already been used to get rid of the little mouse, so you don't have the chance of returning a spell. But we are going to
Oh,
see magical training come back with Hathor, yes,
the amount
and
of
then potentially
cards
being played out again.
that Fen has is kind of nuts.
Yeah. It is, and this is interesting that they're choosing to play it on the companion side. Um, oh, giving the card fleeting. So
I
the
think it might
Izmir
just be
Moth Breeder
because
being
they
used
know
for
that there's
its
nothing they can do.
so not choosing to advance, but at the same time not allowing their opponent to advance through that play.
Correct. And,
Okay.
if nothing else, stalling is also a very good win con. Because, I mean, let's look at it. Fen is 2 ahead, or Fen is 1 ahead right now. So any kind of stalling that they can do is beneficial for them in this case.
Yeah, it really interesting right now. So looks like it feels that this game is also going to go to time purely by the pace of play. I mean, a lot slower, but it doesn't feel like the game's going slow. It just they're blocking each other than rather than progressing. So as we move on to day six, so not much movement at all. And look at this, another card draw with a magical training, double card draw, rough. And then on the other side, magical training's being played galore. And with Hiroshi's build, he's using the rare magical training. So assuming that they really think that they're not going to get much recursion, therefore they're going to continually draw. And we're going to probably see Hiroshi use his last magical training to see who's going to be the first player to put something on the board. It's now been 5, 6 cards with nothing being played. Oh
Oh,
my
that'll
goodness.
that'll definitely
And
do it.
look at that, getting 5 cards to be able to draw from,
Well, I think you can
amazing.
choose. You can
But
choose the amount of cards to discard.
yeah, if I was, why not discard them all?
I mean,
5 cards in hand is way better than 2 cards in reserve.
whoa.
Yep, and now they've got 9 cards. Oh, and we are seeing Baba's Isba get played. So there's potential that you could bring them all for 1 cost and then sacrifice. Oh, choosing to
Uh-oh.
sleep. Oh, right. So getting the 1-0, being
Interesting.
even on stats, but then the very next day, a 5/5/5 looms heavily in the companion, in the hero zone for Potem Levenure. Sorry if I'm saying it wrong.
Let's see.
Oof.
L'Avengeur? L'Avengeur? I don't know. I'm
I,
not French.
I, I call that Potem Levenure, Ngur. I think
Yeah.
Ignure. But
L'Avengeur. I have not. That
I
sounds right.
sorry, mate. Sorry, mate, if I'm butchering what you're doing. Oh no, Potter Lemonnier is now down to 2%. Just one thing of note, Potter Lemonnier. The good thing is your phone usually tells you you're lower, and then you stay on that 1% for possibly 20 minutes. Possibly. We're hoping you do. We don't want you to leave yet. This is a very interesting game.
So real
Fen and
quick.
Crowbar, though, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just going to say I finally found out where chat was. So, hello to Runefolk. Hello I'm not going to say hello to you, Chili. You're here. Hello to
Yeah.
Alex. Hello to who else is in here? Watch Wolf. Oh, that's right. Watch Wolf 92. Let's
Yes,
see.
that's Rinku.
Yeah. Hiroshi. Hi, Hiroshi. I think that's
Hello.
everybody. Oh, and Yikes. Hi,
No,
Yikes.
and Yikes and Keelon guy.
Oh, I know Keelan guy's in here. He's been in there for a minute. So
Yes. So
rare
the thing with
training
Keelon
in
guy is
Lindaway.
he's the first of all the altered casters to get a paid gig. That's awesome to
Yeah.
hear. Congratulations, but also really nice that the team in the UK chose to bring someone with the professionalism he has. So well done.
I will say too, Keelan guy, I want your opinion on the. I don't know if you heard about it earlier. I want your opinion on the Aurak deck that I am planning to build my wife because here's the thing. I'll give you guys the exact scenario. While we're watching Izmir Nurse just absolutely do some damage, which is kind of an oxymoron, which
Yeah.
is really funny. So we did a sealed event, a learn to play sealed event, and my wife came and
Oh,
whoa,
geez.
holy crap! Wait a minute,
That's really good.
that's a really good Lyra Chronicler.
Yeah, it's a
So
question of whether they've got to sleep.
yeah, so my wife decided that she was going to build an Aurak deck. Now I want this to be 100% clear. I did not help her build this deck in the slightest. I did nothing to this deck. The only thing is that she had like 4 or 5 card slots left, and I was like, you might want to put in some removal. So as we're all familiar, you can build 3 colors in a sealed deck. She built Lyra, Izmir, and Muna. And she got off one of the coolest combos ever with a Repotter Otter, a Martingale, a Molly, and a rare
Yeah.
Amarok.
And just what he's saying in this in the chat that says he can give you feedback, and I think he's a fantastic player and been able to do it. But he says freeloader is the man to talk to that has spent more time trying to build Aurak. Remember that was his favorite character
That's
when we had an
true.
interview with him,
That's true.
and it's just been a bit of a rough go. But there's always next year, and we are getting close to it. Fen and Crowbar getting the double advance. Really, by taking out those additional boosts, we're seeing huge benefits from the Sap Duende, which, as we know, was a card that the dev team didn't think would see much play. They thought it was okay. But that draw capability on top of what he's doing, especially in a meta that has a lot of boosting, is
Mm-hmm.
really strong and it's got it there. So now it's good to see that Potam Levenier is still in it. His 2% battery life is lasting. As I said, can he make it through the
I think
next
he is just
two to
trying to
three
play as
minutes?
quickly as possible. He is just trying to play as fast as he humanly can. But I think we're just gonna see. I think we're genuinely just gonna see a hero side flood. He's just gonna play everything that he can on that side. You might see 1 or 2 more spells come out, and you're just gonna see that hero side just get to like 20.
Yeah, but on the other side, a Kraken, a gigantic Kraken being played?
Ooh,
Oh my word.
that's
And
not
and
good.
and enough to be able to beat it, but there's 6 10 10,
But
one
here's the
boost for
thing.
each card in every player.
See, that's all it takes.
Yeah, putting the Kraken to sleep, and this is game over. Well done by Potem Levenier. Just remember, if you do go 3-0, you need to reach out to me, Chili, on the Discord, and I will find a time to work with you where I can open up a pack, and you'll be able to get all the contents of that OP pack, hoping that you get a unique in it. But please be mindful, we are more than likely on different sides of the. Okay, so we would let us know that he's 3-0 with the BG. There was a bug that he got it, and he got a loss, but he's saying that he should have got a win. Nick,
Oh,
well, what we'll
interesting.
do is with a we'll still give it, we'll still give you a pack.
Yeah, we're
So
nice
there's going to
like
be
that.
three.
All
Not just
right.
so I'll just let him know that we're still giving him a pack. Just let's connect tomorrow.
Alrighty. Well, I think that just about does it.
That does. We have gone into overtime, and it looks like we have got our 4 winners. Can you just show who the 4 undefeated winners are,
Yeah, absolutely.
and we'll let everybody get back to their evenings
So we have got
or early
Overloss,
mornings.
Alma, so Xenoblue, Aragorn, and Overloss.
Congratulations to all 4 of you. Please reach out to me, Chili, on the Discord again, and I'll make sure that you get your prize support. And El Wiwi, you're also getting the extra one as well, given some of the issues that you had on the app. So congratulations, and I look forward to next week. Nick, well done on the cast. This has been really fun. I enjoy this.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I do my best. So let's see if this works. So we are going to do this. We're going to hit this button. And then we are just going to hit this transition. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. I don't know if you can still hear me. Hopefully that this is working correctly. But everybody, thank you so much. These are fun. These are a great hour on Thursdays.
An hour is good, and I think an hour is plenty for you and I.
Yeah.
Given the other stuff we do.
So everybody.
All right. Well, hasta luego, guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry. I'll let you do your outro.
Oh no. Just drink water. Again, we're now at an hour 10, so just drink water. You've had 4 or 5. Drink water, hydrates. So yeah, I don't know. Have fun. Everybody, good luck. Have fun.
See you later.